Hey there, it is Justin, the Renegade Realtor from South Pass. I was on the MLS today and I was looking at South Pass, as I should. And I noticed that there were no price increases and there were quite a few price decreases. And I thought it was unusual. I don't know if you've never seen the MLS, and you probably haven't if you're not a realtor because it's only supposed to be for realtors. There is a column. When you do a search, you get a stack of search results, and there's a column that has green arrows that face up, that point up for increases in price, brown arrows that point down for decreases in price, and if there's no arrow, then it's the same price that it started out as. So I'm looking on South Pass, and I notice and then I count. I said, wow, that's a lot of brown arrows pointing down. Turned out there's 11 out of 20, which that's kind of unusual. I don't know that I've ever seen more than 50% reductions in price, and no increases in price. And then I looked at the amount of the reductions, and I'm kind of doing the math in my. I didn't sit there with a calculator. I'm doing the math in my head, but I'm seeing 100,000, 200,000, even a $400,000 price reduction, and I started to do the math in my head. And it's like, that's roughly 10, 12, 13. It's like 12 or 13%, which is a lot. Most of the time, when you have price reductions, you're talking about 5%, maybe something like that. Usually, you don't see the big reductions like that. So I thought that tells you something. That tells you that prices are it's coming down, right? Presumably. Now, coming down compared to what, right? That's the real question, because there was not a single house in South Pass under $1 million, and of the 20 single-family residential homes that I looked. So just so this is more clear, I did a search for single-family residential and South Pasadena. That was the only two criteria. So there are no condos, no other things. So 11 had been reduced of the 20. That's significant, and averaging 11, 12, 13%, big reductions. So again, like I said, compared to what? Meaning there was not a single house under $1 million, and there were 11 that were between 1 and 2 million. There were 8 between 2 and 3 million, and there was 1 between 3 and 4 million. So houses are nice and expensive still. And then I thought, well, I wonder if this is an anomaly. Let me check Pasadena. I went to Pasadena, same search criteria, single family residential, and Pasadena was the only criteria. I got 121 listings, and I saw, this is kind of funny, I saw 35 brown arrows pointing down, reductions, and I saw 1 green arrow pointing up. And I said, well, that's weird. Let me check that out. I checked it out. Wow. It turned out I guess it was some kind of a typo. The price had been reduced, but there was still a green arrow pointing up as if it had been increased. Well, so I'm counting that as a reduction. So that was 36 reductions out of 121 listings. Again, I've never seen that before. It's kind of high for reductions, and to see no increases at all, it's pretty weird. So, which again, it tells you which direction the market's going in. It's clearly trending down, as if you don't already know that. But this is just another example of what's going on. But of course, not a single house under $1 million in South Pass. Prices that's high. You look at the median income. You're talking 10 years. Income for a house, if you have the median income level, try to buy a house at that level. You're not going to get a loan, and you're never going to save that much cash, are you? I wonder how people buy these houses, right? Is it a family? Obviously this is probably 2-income families, and I suspect there's parental assistance going on here, or inheritances, or something like that. I'd really love for people to put in the comments who are buying these houses, how are you doing it? And there's no shame. I mean, my parents helped me buy my first house. So, um, you know, put in the comments how many incomes in the household. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be two. And where did the money come from? Did parents help out? Tell us. Share. Um, Really, I think it would really be helpful for people to understand, because I have a feeling that's what's supporting the market. There are enough people with baby boomer parents who've done well who can help them, because I don't know how you're going to do it any other way, unless you've got some seriously elite job and you're making a ton of money, but not too many jobs like that around these days. But I'd love to know. All right, thanks for hanging with me, and looking forward to the next time.